Hello, and welcome to another segment of Nightlight Ben, I guess. So this is my first time just hanging out and chatting. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but life had some other plans for me, so that was neat. I ended up working 14 hours straight yesterday, so that was neat. Oh, 5:30 to 7:30. Fun, fun stuff. So yeah, needless to say, I came home, saw my package, and got excited, and then immediately went to bed. So that was my day yesterday. Oh, I went to work again today, which was fine. I spent a lot of time cleaning, so it was not the most eventful day for me. But that's okay, because it is just a job, if you know what I mean. Oh. And then my birthday, I'm just chatting. I don't know what to say. Is there anyone even in here? Probably not. It looks like it's just me. So that's neat. I guess I'll just talk to myself. There's nothing in here. Oh. Wanted to do some stuff before I got to the unboxing. Like, the whole reason why I wanted to do this stream was because I'm sponsored by Dubby. Dubby Energy Drink. They sent me a package, so this was going to be me opening said package. I got a partner tub. I couldn't read that upside down. I got a partner tub. So that's pretty neat. I got a discount on just like a random tub they picked for me. I have no idea what's in here. Well, obviously there's a tub, and then I bought two of the shakers. So I'm excited to see those. I think it's just like the basic biatch ones. Green and blue, I believe. Clear? I don't know. I guess we'll see what I bought. I saw that they just announced their like purple ones, so I'm kind of bummed because they have a purple one. Like, okay, it's Dubby, but it's in purple, right? Right. Okay. And like the container itself, it comes in black or white with the purple Dubby, and it looks pretty sick. So I wish I would have waited a little longer, but that's okay, cause I could always buy more. Oh, besides, like, I want to try more of the flavors. Unfortunately, since it's so late, I'm not going to be able to test my tub, but I do have a stream on Friday with Pandaberry, and I will be drinking it then for sure. Tomorrow, I'm going to try it with some of my coworkers at work tomorrow. One of my friends seemed slightly interested. He's got this, our boss has this pre-workout stuff that apparently is like to die for. Like, it's super good. So I don't know. I'm interested to see what he thinks about that type of stuff, because like I said, I wasn't really into energy drinks when I was in high school. Like, I had too much jitters. So but Dubby promises that there is none of said jitters, so I will definitely try that out. Why is it stuck on one color? That shouldn't be stuck on one color. That would be silly. Okay, all right. That's great. We'll just cycle through. Look at all the fun stuff I have. All the modes. Isn't that neat? Woo, 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 woo. Why is the timing off? That stinks. Huh. Oh. You want to know why the timing's off? Because one's a little closer than the other. I think this was the one that I had up when I was streaming Fortnite. Oh, wouldn't that be fun for me to play Fortnite again, because I bought the Battle Pass, and on my stream it failed, but I logged in the next day, and it's totally working, so I should probably do that again, because that would be nice and neat and cool and stuff. Ooh. I've never actually gone through all of these, so this is kind of interesting for me. I don't like it. It was neat at first, but I don't know, I'm just not like a fan of the pulsating ones. I like the like smoother transition ones that I normally have on. Happy Pride Month! Happier Pride Month? Yeah, I like this kind of like transition. This is relatively good. But this is my jam. This is my jam. Damn. Oh, that's too much. No. Ah. Do you want to know how pale I look? Ah! Ah! Don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself. Jump. Oh. Ah, I missed it. I don't know how much of a delay there is. Ooh, I got it. Woo. Do a little dance. Make a little get down tonight. All right, Dubby, what I get? Glimpse of my life. I don't like. So you put the thing in the thing, and then you put the cap on. This is where I drink out of things. Have a couple for stream. Have a couple for work. Get the sampler pack. It the 3-piece sampler pack comes with like 3 of the quick shot, like 1 pouch things. And then you know, obviously you pour it in there and you shake it up with water. Did you get a haircut? I did. Hey, Darth Nail, how are you doing? Oh, I didn't even notice it had like the numbers on the side of it. You cannot see that at all. Huh. Yeah, it's hard for me to see too. It's got ounces. That way you can tell how much you're mixing. That's neat. Yeah, so gosh, I'm gonna have to get that sampler pack, but man, does that beach and peach smell real good. I can't wait to try that tomorrow. I'll try that tomorrow, and then I'll drink it on stream on Friday. That'll be exciting. Maybe I'll actually stay awake. Yeah, don't do a shaking action. Cup in your hand. I thought you had something else at first. Yeah. I mean, if you do it real quick, you can't really tell. I guess my camera's not that great. Was going to ask how that helps. Makes me look like a crazy person. Woo! But yeah. Oh, I'm excited. That's gonna be good. I'm gonna try that with some of my coworkers tomorrow. I'll let you guys know if I like it or if my friends like it. Otherwise, I will probably be looking at that sampler pack. It comes with one of the shakers. Ooh, wrong way. That way. Yep. And then it comes with 3 of the like flavors, which is awesome because I will definitely be trying that out. Looks like it comes with Beach and Peach again. Vlog for the YouTubes. Man, I don't know. This is the first time I've actually done just chatting. I figured I'd try it out for once. I mean, I chat quite a bit during my streams with chat for the most part. You know, sometimes I get some artists, and they're fun to talk to. I should know I'm also an artist. But I'm not selling anything. Oh, wait. Dubby. I'm kidding. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh, man. I still have not had time to do any of the drawings and stuff. Like, I have drawings. I have this... Actually, you know what? No. Sorry, my foot snagged on my microphone cable. I have some art. Let me just... Oh, no. Where'd I put it? Never mind. I don't have it. I had one of this picture... Well, print make that I made in college. And you know how my current avatar picture is like kind of I mean, it was a picture based off of me, so I was going like this. I have a red hoodie on with the hold on a second. I actually have it. Boom. It was basically me just going like this. Yeah, my friend took a picture of it and it was amazing, so I had to draw it. So yeah, I did that, and then right after that we took a bunch of other pictures, and I was using the power washer. I mean, it uses pressure. Whatever. I was using that, and I was like blowing off some screens because I was in the middle of doing some art, and my friend was bored and wanted to wanted to take pictures, and I needed pictures for my like professional website that I was trying to make, which failed incredibly. But I didn't do a very good job of managing it, so that's on me. Anyway, there's a drawn picture of me in like a flannel using a pressure washer. And I kind of wanted to put that as my banner, and I was going to do some other things to it, but haven't had the chance to. Honestly, it won't take me that long. I just gotta commit. But I've had a crazy work week, so that's probably not going to happen until Friday at the earliest, because I'm doing this, and then I gotta do some edits because I gotta do some clips, and then I gotta edit some more clips for tomorrow because I don't have anything set on my schedule. my scheduled posts for tomorrow, or TikTok or YouTube. So I got to do that. On Friday, after y'all hopped on the Dubby stuff, I forgot what it's called already. The Dubby? I'm literally holding it up. You just said it too. Oh, but you said on Friday. Oh yeah, we were talking about Dubby on Friday, weren't we? Oh, you'll never guess who popped on chat. I think it was Saturday. It was J-Rod. I don't know if you remember J-Rod on that first Grounded 2 stream. We were all kind of like joking around with each other with Pandaberry. It was awesome. It was some solid stuff. We talked about chili milk and cranking our hog. Oh, yeah, the pork thing. Yep. Cranking that hog respectfully. Yep. And then I just I was editing some of those clips. I clipped that, so I have some of those things that I wanna post. But I did some rage bait posts today, so that was I got some rage comments on TikTok, and I got a lot of like, ooh, on YouTube. So that was kind of a bummer. I was kind of hoping people would rage a little more, because I posted the clip of me going, the bugs have bugs. Like, the game is broken. The bugs have bugs. Fix your fucking game, Bungie. And like, I got someone on that on TikTok, and they're like, the game isn't even fully released. You have to give them time and blah, blah, blah. And basically it was like, no, it wasn't, I can't remember the acronym, but it's basically shut your bitch ass up. So he was like, yeah, shut your bitch ass up. The game's still under development. And I was like, bro, if you listen to the video and like you actually paid attention to who developed the game, it's Obsidian, not Bungie. It's a fucking joke. And the guy was like, he was like, well, you should make that very clear in your video. Like, it is clear. If you know who the fucking developer is, it's clearly a joke. It's not Bungie, it's Obsidian. Dude, chill the fuck out. And I was like, yeah, I'm just over here rage baiting, so thanks for the comment. Oh, that was funny. And then I had a couple other people be like, oh no, this is actually funny. Like, keep up the good work, man. Like, forget the haters. It's like, that was the whole point. I wanted more people to like comment on my video so I could get some more exposure. But I still, there's like this limit on TikTok when you post videos. It's so hard to get past 300 views. I don't know what it is about the algorithm, but it's so hard to get past those first 300 views. And it's like, I'll get past on maybe one or two of my videos, and then it's just, you post a couple more and nothing happens, so I don't know. Obviously, I'm going to keep doing it, but it's like, come on, give me a break, TikTok. I'm trying my hardest. Oh, he beat me to it. LOL, I like making comments like that on Facebook. People get so riled up. It nourishes my soul. Yeah, I mean, sometimes. Normally I don't like to rage bait, but it's like, I gotta do something different because my engagement is not super great. So I wanted to try something new. So I tried the rage bait for just once, just to see how it would go. And I'm trying to think of a phrase here, and I'm coming up blank, so I'm gonna say something stupid. I soiled that dude's bridges. He was all riled up. He had his panties in a twist. Oh my god. That's the phrase. That was the phrase I was looking for, and I don't even remember what I just said. Something about I soiled his bridges. That's what I said. Great. Cool. Oh, you got the Geodude. I mean, I'm happy for you. Something about you soiled his panties. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Oh, God, no. Soiling his panties. Oh, God. Oh, here's another clip that I can respond to that comment with. Gross. Did I soil your panties? Oh my god. Oh, that dude's gonna hate me. Makes for good content though, right? Ooh wee. Oh, Friday. Want it to be Friday because I want to play Grounded 2. I don't have an agenda though, and I haven't talked to Pandaberry. She invited me over tonight for spaghetti, and I had to decline because I wanted to do this stream yesterday, but I didn't have the chance because I was so tired. And I didn't want to open it. I wanted to open this so bad today. Like I wanted to open it before I left for work because I needed some energy. And I didn't because I wanted to do it on stream. I know, I am a monster. I declined the spaghetti. And the worst part is like it's the last spaghetti dinner before school starts. And all of her kids were there. Like I feel like a total a-hole. Because this is also one of the first times that she's invited me over for spaghetti dinner in the longest time. So I feel like a total a-hole. And I'm sure we'll discuss that on Friday about how I'm a total a-hole. Oh, kids, never mind. Join the class. Well, her kids are actually pretty cool. Like, not gonna lie. I was planning on doing some videos with them on YouTube, but like it took me too long to come up with the rules. So let me just cut to the chase. We were planning on doing 2 out of 3 of her kids are really into Pokemon. I mean, the video games. Let me clarify. They're all into Pokemon. But 2 of the 3 of them are really into the video games. So they asked me to do a Pokemon Nuzlocke with them. Because they saw, like, the first thing that they saw was my Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge for Fire Red. And they liked how I was shouting out, like, my followers and subscribers. So they subscribed and followed. But by the time that they subscribed and followed, I was, like, already wrapping up my failure. So, they kind of missed it a little bit, so I feel bad. But then they were talking to me probably a month and a half ago. They came over and we were like chatting, and we ended up playing. Gosh, I forgot what it was called. It was like Pokemon something. It started with a C. It's online. All those challenges, yeah, they are pretty fun. Um, they're like actually challenging, and they make the game actually challenging. The problem is I suck at it, so I failed super hard. Koga is an a hole. Um, so who? Okay, I'm sorry. I have to rant about this. I was doing Fire Red, right? And I get to Koga's gym, and I'm like, oh, he's a poison type trainer. So I have this awesome Nidoking, who the name was Brockalock, and he was a subscriber on YouTube. So Brockalock is like my best Pokemon. So I'm like, oh, I've got a poison ground, so I'm gonna resist the poisoning, and I'm gonna take reduced damage because he's ground. And I think I taught him a ground move or something. P.S. I'm not delayed, just responding a bit late because of messaging folks. No worries. No worries. I know there's a delay. There's a delay in stream too. It's like I tried to get rid of it, but it's still like 5 seconds, and it's the most annoying thing. I've messed with the settings. I don't know how many times, and it's still delayed. Drives me nuts. But it's cool. So yeah, I go in to this freaking gym with Brockalock, my Nidoking, out and ready to go, and right off the bat, I'm underleveled, and the first Pokemon that pops out is like a psychic Pokemon, and I go around, and every freaking trainer in there has psychic Pokemon, and I'm like, what is this, not a poison gym? What the freak? They literally all have psychic Pokemon. Except for Koga. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, this is like defeating the whole point of having type-specific gym leaders. Like, their trainers are supposed to have the same fucking type. And they didn't. So, like, it just threw me off, and then Brocklock ended up dying. And then, you know, I finally got to Koga, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. And then Koga takes out 2 of my other Pokemon, so I lost 3 Pokemon at one gym. Oh, that fucking Wheezing decided to use self-destruct. I'm like, ooh, I've got the Ankle Biter, who was a Snorlax, and he was at the same freaking level. So I'm like, oh, he can tank a hit. Dead. Worst. Yeah, they added the double types, and the gyms have been weird. I don't know. I don't remember. I played Pokemon Blue, like, back in the day, right? That was my first Pokemon game. So I played Pokemon Blue on the Game Boy Color, and I don't remember Koga. Like, I don't remember Koga's gym at all. At all. Because I was a young, dumb tyke who didn't know what he was doing. Like, my brother had completed the game, the entire game, and, you know, figured out the whole rare candy glitch on his Pokemon Red. And meanwhile, I'm just over here like, I like Pidgeot. Ugh. So I leveled up my Pidgeot to like, I don't know, 80 something. And I didn't know how to clear the game. I think I was stuck in, like, I was trying to get the Poke Flute. I was able to somehow figure out the Slith Scope, but I couldn't figure out how to get the stupid Poke Flute. So I was just stuck. My brother had to help me out. My brother had to help me out. like, I. What grade was I in? I must have been like 8 years old. Because I remember the next year, Pokemon Gold came out. No, I'm sorry. I misspoke. Um, Pokemon Yellow came out. And then it felt like the next year Gold came out, but I am not sure about that release because that seems really short after. But who knows? Maybe that was the '90s, man, or I guess technically that would be 1999, 2000, 2001. Was that the release schedule? I've got the games, but it's behind my partition, so I'm not gonna grab them. I could Google them, but I am too lazy. Ooh, 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 ooh. I can jump. I missed it. I was testing out some of these like actions earlier before stream, and you can like dance and fart and attack other people and hug. It's all neat. It's pretty neat. Oh, my bad. I guess I have to wait. It's dumb. Yeah, it was 98 for red, blue, I think. Yeah. That sounds right. That sounds right. Yeah, 98 and then either 99 or 2000 was yellow. And I think when I got Pokemon Blue and Red, it was a year later because most of the people in elementary school were playing it on like the original Game Boys because I ended up getting my brother and I ended up getting a Game Boy Color. And the story behind that is actually pretty funny. I think I've said it on stream before, but uh you know the Simpsons, right? Uh there was an episode where they're on a road trip and Lisa and Bart are in the back. Got mad at me because they gave hold on. My parents got mad at me because they gave me my present and asked what I thought it was. The package, obviously a Game Boy Color. Was it not a Game Boy Color? That would suck. So, so yeah, uh, it was one of the red versions of Pokemon. Oh my god, dude! My parents pulled that same sort of trick. Um, they gave us the game cartridges before the handheld console. So I was like, I don't know what this is. I have no idea. Because, back in the 90s, we weren't obsessed with video games and we were like forced to go outside because your parents are like, I need a freaking break from you. You kids are driving me nuts. Especially during the weekends. Maybe that was just me. Maybe that was my childhood. I don't know. Apparently, I was a lot as a child. Still a lot as an adult, so. Gumshoes? That's made up. There's no way that's real. Gumshoes. What? What kind of Pokemon are you? You had to play outside? I was forced to play outside. And then I was like, forced to get into a sport because I was too much to handle and socially awkward. I needed practice, you know? Well, I don't get it. Stop. Yeah. I was forced to be outside. My mom said it was so she could clean. And I gotta be honest with you, Sundays were the worst because forced to go to church, and then after church, it would be, some like oven meal that my dad made prior to us going to church and then just left it in the oven. Then we came back and ate that. It was always some sort of meat and potatoes with some sort of cream and cheese. Every time. Usually it was ham, and I hate ham. Bacon, great. Ham, Canada, I don't know how you deal with it. No idea. Ugh. If that's your bacon, I feel sad for you. But yeah, it was always that, and then football on Sundays. So my dad would watch football and yell at the TV because our team sucks, and denial. So he never worked through all 5 stages of grief. It was always just denial and anger. That was it. Maybe a little bit of sadness. There was a couple times where we made the playoffs and we were this close. Whatever. So dumb. I don't know where that bacon thing started from. We don't use that up here. Are you in Canada? I think you said that before, actually. I totally knew that. I don't know. I don't know where it started. It drives me nuts. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's some conspiracy that Americans started to hate on Canada. I don't know where it started, dude. I have no idea. I thought you remembered it made me feel special for a moment. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're right. You did say that you were from Canada. I don't remember what stream that was, though. I was going to do 5% off my art. Oh my god. Damn it. I missed out. On the 5%. I'm so sorry. You'll have to forgive me. I'll make it up to you. I'll stream on Friday. And I'll dedicate it to you, Darth Nail. All for you. Grounded 2. 2. Oh, man. Yeah. But anyway, getting back to like my main point, because I like to. Did you see the Gamescom thing? I didn't. For the Grounded 2 update? I didn't. I heard a smidgen of it on TikTok earlier. Something about like a tarantula? If I'm not mistaken, and it being like 100 centimeters tall, I think. But they also didn't they also release like the roadmap to Grounded 2 and what they were doing in excuse me, in Grounded 2 for the next year. It was like they had a fall update, a winter update, a spring update, and a summer update. And it had like a roadmap of like new mobs, new rideable mobs, new whatever. I can't remember if like the pond area or whatever is going to come out in the next update. I don't know. That would be awesome because that would kind of follow their release date. Although, not release date, their release that they did. It's 16 times bigger than the characters. No update in spring. They skipped spring. What the freak, dude? Oh, 16 times bigger. That's crazy. I think I saw a video of it compared to, like, the Red Soldier Ant riding companion. And it being, like, way bigger. Way bigger. And that is terrifying. I thought I thought I found the tarantula's lair when Pandaberry and I were playing last week, but I don't think. No, because I need to get a bomb to throw at it and explode it. I bet that is the area then. I have to make some bombs. Hey, there we go. I know what to do now. Gosh, when is that fall update happening then? I might have to look at that. Pandaberry and I are nowhere close to fall update. The Axel update, the tarantula boss, they didn't give a date for it yet. So it is fall. Okay, that's good to know. Pandaberry and I are nowhere close to that. We still have like unique weapons to get. That freaking cockroach mother thing that popped out. Like, okay, it didn't pop out of nowhere because I went into a cave. I was thinking for some reason that it was going to lead somewhere else, but it just kept going deeper and deeper. And then all of a sudden I was in this hell, basically hell. Right, a radioactive hell. And then a giant cockroach was behind me and spewing like fiery acid on me. I don't even know if I had time to peep it. I don't remember. I watched almost that entire video. I think it expired on Twitch before I had a chance to finish it. And I had watched up to the point where I was getting decimated because I clipped it. And then I think I had to take a break. And then by the time I was ready to resume the video, it expired. But I have the whole video saved, and it is I think it's posted on YouTube, or if it's not, it's going to be posted soon on YouTube. Yeah, she got me like that too. I ran in thinking I was safe. Stupid me. That, like, I don't know. It seemed like it popped out of nowhere. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I think that kind of happened to Pandaberry and I when we first discovered the termite layer, the wood pile. Because we went in there and we found the termites, and that was neat. And then all of a sudden there was like this dark hallway, and I'm like, I don't know about this. And then all of a sudden, we see this giant shadow in the background moving, and it looks like it has huge spikes. And I'm like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. And like, oh man, Panda was just like, all right, what do we do? And I was like, we're just going to go straight for it. And I died real fast. But, after a while we figured it out and we were able to kill it with no problem. So I'm sure once I'm more prepared, I could take that thing out without any issues. Because I think initially I only had that tier 1 gas mask. But now I've got like the cockroach mask thing and the whole cockroach armor. So I bet that's going to help. I could probably do it. It would be great if I had Pandaberry as backup, but she's so concerned about getting a base setup that, she's been doing her own thing and I've been doing my own thing. So there's like a little bit of a disconnect there. So we did talk last week, and we were saying that we should really get together off stream to, you know, finalize some of the boring stuff, you know, so we could actually get into content with the streaming. And I was like, I don't know, half the time people are there to just hang out with us and talk because she's funny, she's great company, I'm okay, you know. She really makes it. I love Pandaberry. She is like my favorite person in the entire world besides my wife and Sly. I didn't even know you guys played Grounded 2. What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about? Yeah. God. It's so much fun with her because we can have these, like, sometimes we have, like, these really in-depth conversations about, like, you know, some things that are bothering us and whatever, and we work it out while we're playing. But most of the time that, you know, everyone has seen, or, you know, if they've viewed the Grounded 2 videos, they see that most of the time it's just a bunch of laughs. And that's the best part about playing with Pandaberry is, you know, we can just, like, chill out and relax and play a game and have fun. And we don't really care about how much we die or whatever. We're just, you know, having fun. Yeah, survival games are tough to stream. Some people love the adventure and action part, but some people love the building aspect. So it's a tough mix. I agree. It totally is. Because I'm sure some people want to see, like, the building portion of it. So either I have to convince her that it's worth streaming, but I also know when we got into building, sometimes she would space out and zone out, and, like, we would just not say anything for probably 2 hours, and then it would be like, oh, I'm feeling tired. It's time to go to bed, I guess. And then my response would be like, okay, have a good night. I'm just going to stay on and keep getting some materials and stuff. Like, she's really good at gathering the materials that I don't want to go out and gather, which is usually clay, grass planks, weed stems, and like the grass fibers. So I go out and I do all of, like, the exploring gathering. So in Grounded 1, that would be like the pine cones, the splinters, spider webs, cause scary. Yeah, I don't like the spider webs. We never had a problem with in Grounded 1 because we would always grind, or actually not we. Half the time I would go and do the broodmother fight all by myself while she was out doing whatever she was doing. Oh, and then the blueberries. I would go out and gather the blueberries. So I think stream's seen me do that a couple times. I've gone out to go get the blueberries because that's typically my job. And then I got the lingonberries. Oh my gosh, I know they're everywhere in Grounded too. I don't know how I ended up with a full chest so fast. Spiderwebs, not berries. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, the spiderwebs, like, you know, they're everywhere. And then, do you get spiderwebs from orb weaver fights because they have that one attack that just sprays out webs? If you attack the web, do you get spider webs out of that? I don't think I've actually paid attention to that. Oh my god, a Togepi appeared. I gotta get it. Nice. Jinx. That was perfect. Ultra Ball. We're in sync. Togepi. Watch me fail this. Oh. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe Or maybe I could do a solo stream myself and just do the building portion. So that way Panda and I could go in and just gather. And I don't know. I don't know. I just close my eyes and scream while swinging my hammer. Oh, 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 so you're a hammer then. You like to do the hammer. I never got into the hammers. Like, it's just too slow for me. A lot of damage. I like that, but too slow. Do you do like the... Do the hammers, are they all one-handed? Or do they have two-handed hammers? I feel like they should have two-handed hammers if they don't. I know the Salt Morningstar was one-handed. Yeah. Oh, escaped? What the freak? We both used Ultra Balls. That's garbage. I was trying something different. I mostly do spears. I heard spears are great. Spears and those sickles. Specifically in Grounded 2, the sickles are sick. Hammers are two-handed, but Morningstar is a mace, so one-handed. That does make sense. Just trying to think about, like, in Grounded 1, your one hammer that you use, the Tier 3 hammer, the Black Ox hammer, I think it is. I wasn't sure if that was one-handed or two. It must have been two. I don't know why. I just hated using that thing. I had to use the Salt Morningstar because it counted as the same sort of attack damage, the blunt force. So I liked the Salt Morningstar because I'm a shield bro. I got so good with like the timing of the shield. That reminds me, I really have to replace this stupid controller. The trigger is just sticking and it sucks. Messes me up. And the worst part is, like, this is my favorite controller. Maybe I'll have to clean it out. Oh yeah, I don't know. I never used two hammers, so that's good in real life. Two-handers. Why did I say hammers? In Grounded 1, I used spears and bows. Yeah. Did you ever try the staves? Because I remember Pandaberry was constantly doing the bow and arrows. She liked the crossbow a lot. And then as soon as we found all of the staffs, she was like, specifically the spicy staff. She was all for staffs. She wanted to do nothing but staffs, and she got really good at it too. I know we have one that we could craft in Grounded 2, and I know they're different in Grounded 2 than Grounded 1. But at this point in time, we don't have enough of the specific resource, and I think we need it for some upgrade. So we're probably going to hold off on that. Oh, no, I got the upgrade to the hammer. I think, or was it the hammer? Or the axe? No, it was the hammer. I got an upgrade to the hammer. 2 upgrades? Whatever. We have the upgrade to the hammer, so we could get... I think it's only tier 2 for the Omni tool. So I think we could get everything but the sour wormholes that are no longer called sour wormholes because that's gross. Sour lumps? Yeah, I used the Morningstar because I hunted the termites a lot. My friends didn't like going in there. Dude, I mean, the first time I went in there, I hated it. But then after I figured out, oh yeah, salt. Easy peasy. I didn't do the Morningstar. What I did was I built the, like, mosquito needle tier 2, whatever that was. And I put salt on that. So that way I could leech health, which is pretty good combo. I like the armor that I got in Grounded 2 because it's that cockroach armor, and I get to heal a small portion of health every time I loot like a body, which is great because I do that all the time. Like, I'm just poking stuff, you know, and then I am picking up stuff as I go. So looting corpses, and that'll heal me. So that's awesome. Not to mention the helmet gives that gas. It's basically a gas mask, so that's equally great. So I'm very excited about the armor, and I'm so happy that Pandaberry suggested that armor to me. Yeah, mites and spiderlings are everywhere to loot. Yeah. They are. Use some Morningstar. You know, I want to find the ticks in Grounded 2. Because that one, like... Oh, I forgot exactly. It's like, it starts with an M. The tick... It's like a curved sword with spikes. I always mispronounce it because I can never pronounce anything correctly. I can't even think. It starts with an M and ends in an A. I think. Pretty sure. But that is like my favorite weapon in Grounded 1 because it gives like a bigger health. The leech is more on that weapon than the mosquito needle, right? And it does slashing damage, and I love swords. So that was my weapon. So I want to get that weapon back in Grounded 2, but I'm not sure that they even have ticks in the game at this point in time. So that makes me really sad. But I'm sure maybe there'll be another weapon out there at some point that'll do leech that will get me more health. And hopefully they stick to it being a sword. I mean, sickles would also be cool, but I'd have to change my whole gameplay because I'd have to dual wield, and I'm so used to blocking. Had to look it up. I didn't know how to spell it. I still don't even know how to say it. Tick Maku had to. I don't know. I knew it had an A in there, I guess. I not at the end. Oh, it's got 2 A's, in fact. Yeah, that's my favorite weapon. That's my favorite weapon. I love, like, Grounded 1. I got that weapon, and I made it spicy because I was fighting spiders a lot. And I like maxed out that was like the first thing I maxed out, and it was like the greatest weapon ever. I felt invincible. I think that was before they had even announced the sour axe that like took everything by storm. So that was the weapon that I had, and I maxed it out. And then I think I even made another one, and I made it sour. So that was cool. I only used it for that one fight, though. And then, obviously, once Director Schmechter could be fought, I fought him with that. No, I didn't. Nope. I misspoke. I did not use that against him because we ended up switching to hammers. I remember that fight very clearly. Pandaberry and I switched to hammers because it did the most amount of damage. And we did something where we would charge the full attack and then hit him. Because during his like third phase, there was so much going on So I would have to like jump around, and Panda Bear and I are not very good at jumping puzzles. Plus, if there's a lot going on, both of our brains kind of just like, ooh. I wish I could like move my eyes the way that I wanted to, but basically, like, we would see multiple things coming in from us, and our eyes would just, ooh, ooh. We'd totally zone out and just die. So we did that fight I don't know how many times, and it sucked. And we had to get one of her kids' friends to tell us a strategy on how to beat it. And he told us, and it was all hammers. Like, I don't have anything on hammers. So then I had to log in and I had to kill all of these things with a stupid hammer just so I could get all of the bonuses. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, we did it. It was pretty fun. So that was neat. Schmecter was hard, very hard. And then I remember after we cleared baby mode, uh, and one of my friends said like, "Oh, we don't want to play baby mode. We want to play normal mode." So then he played normal mode with us, and then he didn't like how I was playing, but never communicated that. So wasn't he only a brain? How was he hard? Director Schmechter? No, I think you're thinking of Dr. Tully. He was like a shriveled up raisin in a jar, a floating jar. Schmechter was one of those like giant tase bots or whatever. Yeah, oh right. Yeah. So like that fight was insane because he had like lasers shooting out and like a bunch of like electricity, and then um I can't remember if he had bugs or if he had more of like the tase it bots. I get them mixed up. I hated that fight. Yeah, dude, that fight was awful. The worst fight in Grounded 1 was probably the infected broodmother that I still haven't beat to this day. But, I mean, I have a strategy. I could probably go back in and crush the infected broodmother. But, I don't know. I'd have to get a wild hair up my butt at some point in time to try to do that. I think I could do it. I just have to. There's a little bit more grinding that I would have to do because I looked up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had orc ants, or maybe they were blobby things. I don't know. It's been a while. I get same. It's been like probably a year since I've done that director Schmechter fight, so I don't remember either. I don't know. I cannot think of it for some reason. So, yeah, maybe at some point I'll go back and do Infected Broodmother. It'd be nice if Pandaberry and I could finish out the Grounded 1 New Game Plus that we started. Because we hadn't done New Game Plus at all. And I noticed that the sandbox is blue in New Game Plus, which is awesome. I love that. So I really want to play that as well. But I have such a long list of games that I want to play, and not enough time, clearly. But I will have a slot open um, on Saturdays here shortly. Because I think I'm probably one video away from completing Shadow of Mordor. But I was also told by one of my friends who played that game probably 10 or more times that I should play the downloaded DLC. I should play the DLC and I should play all of the other like story modes in that, but I don't know. Probably should, but I could always get back to it later. I have so many games that I want to play, and I bought the battle pass for Fortnite because I want to get to level 100 so I can have the White Ranger. But that's gonna take a while, and I think I'm only at like level 6 currently. That's not great. But it ends like November 1st, I think. So it'll go all the way until Halloween. So I have until then to get to level 100. I don't know how hard that's going to be, but I will probably end up playing more Fortnite. So maybe I'll do that Saturday, or I'll move something else. Because, wow, I do have some games that I did download on the Xbox from the Game Pass, because I kind of like doing... Sly had said it's Raw Dog Saturday, and I like that so much that I feel like I kind of have to continue that sort of stream trend. I'm just going to Raw Dog whatever game on Saturdays. I still have Lost in Random, The Eternal Die that I have to finish. That I was raw dogging that as well, so I could just switch over from Shadow of Mordor back to Lost in Random and actually have like a scheduled stream for Lost in Random, because that game's a lot of fun, and surprisingly, I had a lot of viewers show up for that game, and a lot of fun people came to chat when I was playing that game, and I want to play it again. Like I've still got it on my mind. I just haven't had the time to play it. So I want to get back to that. That'd be a lot of fun. So I don't know. I also have this other game. It's like Volcano Princess or something. I don't know. It was a silly title, and I didn't look into it at all. I was just like, it's free, so I might as well. I don't know what it's about, but who knows? We could have a lot of fun with this. Hopefully it's not like a Gooner game, because then I might have to change my settings on Twitch to reflect some no content. But I don't think it was rated M for matures. I don't know. I didn't really check it out. Like, maybe I should do that as like the bare minimum thing before I decide to raw dog stuff. But what's the fun in that, right? Let's just, roll the dice and see, or flip a coin to see if this game's good enough to stream. And if not, then I guess I just get banned. I'm pretty sure they'd give me a warning, right? They wouldn't just straight up ban me. That would suck. They wouldn't do that. I don't know. Oh, gosh. But another thing about I'm probably gonna wrap up because I'm tired and I got another early day. But I did want to say one more thing about Dubby. This s'mores flavor, I think I am going to get. You mix it with milk. Yeah, you never know. Twitch bans for this silliest reason. Yeah. Oh, this game's showing like full nudity. We're just gonna ban him for that. No reason, but we're gonna ban him for it. Yeah. No, I'm sure they would have every good reason to ban me for that. I would totally agree to that. Like, yeah. But Yeah, those Gooner games are tough to stream, but or to raw dog at least. Someone's gonna take raw dog a different way, and then we're gonna have that conversation about cranking your hog respectfully. Some people could be sitting in their underwear on stream and it'd be fine, and someone would say heck and they get banned. Yeah, yeah. Well, I didn't think you could show any nip on stream. I haven't really looked into the terms of service. Probably should do that. I'm pretty sure you can't show nip. I think I've seen some people do some very questionable things, but they tape with the X's and they're fine, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. No, I'm kidding. People have. I think they've been more lax about it since the hot tub fiasco. I have not heard of the hot tub fiasco. You're going to have to inform me about this hot tub fiasco. Clearly, it must have been with some popular streamers. Like, they're partners. Or wait, is it partners? Affiliate partners. I don't know a whole lot of like huge Iron Mouse. That's a VTuber though. Hot tub streams were controversial for a while. Oh, like people just straight up did streams in hot tubs? I mean, I guess. I don't think anyone would want to see me in a hot tub. Jacuzzi bubble bath. Cover everything up. I could see how those could be popular. Especially if you're a lady. Because guys are suckers. Guys be gooning all the time. So easy content for sure. I don't even think it would matter like your body type. Jacuzzi, after a while, the bubbles running. Should probably turn the jets on. Oh, ugh. Bubbles are not good in jacuzzis, and ugh. Yuck. That's basically just like dead skin and nastiness. Oh, my wife told me all about that stuff. I was having fun in a hot tub, and then she ruined it for me. So, I don't really do jacuzzis or hot tubs anymore, but I would love to have one myself to balance myself with chemicals and whatnot. But I don't really trust, like, public ones. Like, the stuff at gyms. Ugh. Gross. I have seen some... Okay, I worked at some gyms. And let me tell you, I have seen some nasty stuff go down in those public jacuzzis, just like the nastiest stuff. I have some stories about some gyms, okay? Okay. Full rant mode, here we go. Let me tell you about my first job at a gym. Okay? I got hired as a lifeguard. Right? They did not have any lifeguard shirts, so I had to go out to Target to buy a lifeguard shirt. But they didn't have lifeguard shirts. They only had the red shirts. So I had to get a freaking red shirt and then worked at gyms like for the gym or just to have fun while making money. Yeah, like a job, like a straight up job. I worked at some gyms, and so lifeguard, right? I bought a red shirt at Target, and I get there, And before I even clock in, I have this lady. Like, I'm going down to the lifeguard kind of they call it a station, but it was basically a closet with no door. Ha, that was a bad prostitution joke. I didn't even get that. Straight over my head. Yeah, 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 totally. Oh my god. That totally went over my head. That's good though. That's good. Yeah. Not as a prostitute or an escort. I worked there for money. um but like, okay, so I went down to this stupid closet that they called the lifeguard station to like drop off my stuff because I had a lunch and we had like a very small fridge to put stuff in, so I wanted to get that in there. And before I even made it down there, I had this old lady come in and ask, like, tell me, the hot tubs were so dirty. Tell me more. I haven't even made it to the hot tubs. So before I even get into the guard closet, right? This lady stops me and she's like, "Hey, I'm worried about my husband. He went to go to the locker room because he was having a diabetic emergency." And I was like, "Okay, a diabetic emergency. Do you mind clarifying which kind of emergency? Is he low or is he high?" And she said he was low. So that's dangerous because he could pass out, and since he's wet, he could slip and fall and hit his head, right? So, cause for alarm. So I immediately 180'd. I went to the men's locker room. I went to go check on this guy. I followed these wet footprints all the way. But the problem is, they would go directly into like this hallway and then straight into these showers. So I followed the wet footprints, went into the showers, and I lost the footprints because the showers, right? All the floors were wet. And like, I walked in, the jacuzzi's to the left side. I will get to the jacuzzi stuff later. That's to the left side. We had a sauna on the right. You'd continue going further, and there's like the bathrooms with 2 urinals, a sink, and 2 stalls, right? So as I'm walking in, I see this old guy kind of on a chair, and he's just like this. And I'm like, okay, that's concerning, but I'm pretty sure that's not the guy because he looks real old, like ancient old. Like white hair, balding, like bald spot, white hair on the side, like crazy, crazy hair. Like he probably combs it over when he's like dry, but he was clearly wet. And he looked like he had just been in the sauna. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, keep my eyes on the prize. I'm gonna try to find this old guy who's having like a diabetic emergency. So I walk in and I look around. I'm scanning to make sure, like, trying to find a guy who's looking for some pills. I know this from his wife. He was just in water aerobics. So he's in a swimsuit. He's wet. So that's what I was looking for. And I went around and there was only one guy that matched that description, and he was like frantically going through his locker. So I walked up to the man and I said, "Excuse me, were you just in water aerobics?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Are you diabetic?" And he also said yes. So a wild Celio appeared. You know how much I love ice type Pokemon. So, I'm talking to him and he says he's fine. He found the pills, like it's all good. And I said, "Okay, are you sure it's okay for me to leave?" He said yes. So just in case that wasn't the gentleman, I continued through the locker room to find any other person that would match the description. Clearly I verified it with the other guy, but I just, to ease my own conscience, I continued. Didn't see anyone that matched the bill. I walked back the same way. I checked on the old guy. He had just taken his pill. I walked back, remembering, oh yeah, there was that one guy who looked like he was dead on this lawn chair in the bathroom area. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to check on him. So I went through the door, immediately turned right, and yeah, straight up naked old dude, like sprawled out on this chair, like legs wide open, like spread eagle, right? Total spread eagle. And he's got like a little hand towel covering his junk. Small miracles. So I go over and I'm like, excuse me, sir, are you okay? Per first aid regulation, whatever. Per my first aid training. Sir, are you okay? No response. I get closer. I say, sir, are you okay? Still no response. At that point, I'm a little worried. So I go over and I, touch his shoulder. Sir, are you okay? Again, no response. So then I'm like, oh, shit. So I shake the guy, not violently. I shake him. Like, nudge, I guess, would be a better word. I nudge him a little bit. Sir, are you okay? And no, nothing. And I'm like, oh my God. So I go over and, I reach around to go like this to check his pulse. Cause at this point I'm like, this dude's dead. This guy's gotta be dead. I don't see him breathing. I don't whatever. So I get close. I put my hand over where his pulse is supposed to be. And as soon as I touch his neck, he goes, and he just projectile shits all over the floor, and the lawn chair he was in. I literally scared the shit out of this dude. And he just gets up, doesn't wipe his butt or anything, and just leaves. Doesn't say anything, just leaves. Okay, he's not dead, thank God. But are you serious? So I'm looking at this and I'm in disbelief. Cause it's such a mess. I don't know what to do. I'm new. I don't know anything about this place. All I know was where I was supposed to go and where I'm lifeguarding, right? And I was supposed to relieve someone, and I've already wasted 15 minutes in the locker room, trying to look for this diabetic dude, and then I literally scare the shit out of this old guy. And now I've got shit all over this lawn chair and the floor right in front of a urinal. So God knows what this dude was doing in front of the urinal. And like I said, he had a wet washcloth, hand towel over his junk that when he stood up, it fell to the ground. And he still had dirty cheeks, dude. I'm baffled. Pretty sure he wiped his butt with one of the free towels that we offered. So whatever. I wasn't there to clean it up. What I ended up doing was I walked out to the guard station. I talked to one of the guards in the bigger pool, and they're like, you need to go and talk to our supervisors. This is way above my head. So I went over to their office and I talked to the director, the aquatics director. And I'm like, hey, do we have a janitor? Are they available to go into the men's locker room? And she goes, what happened? And I scared the shit out of this old guy because I thought he was dead. she didn't want any further explanation. So like, we'll just send someone in there, and then okay, that's great. So then she said you can go to work, and I'm like, I haven't even clocked in. So she showed me how to do that, and then I walked in and I apologized to the guard, and then I let them leave because I was there to relieve them. And then not 5 minutes later, they come back downstairs and they said, we need you to go into the men's locker room. What's going on now? So she takes the guard stand again, and I go back up, and my boss is running in. Like, at this point, she is running into the men's locker room. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And then she ends up like propping the door open, which is normally locked, and then we put like some caution tape around and stuff. And like, I don't know, she didn't want me in there. She said go relieve whoever, because they had been there for like 6 hours and hadn't had a break. So then I went back downstairs and I said, I don't know what's going on in the men's locker room, but I was told to go back down here and you are free to leave, like clock out and leave. So she was thankful for that, and she left. And later I found out that the one guy who, like, I went in for the diabetic emergency had a diabetic emergency. Apparently he was not able to swallow the pill, and ended up having like a severe reaction, I guess. So that was not great. I scared the shit out of an old guy. Yeah, anyway, the jacuzzis are nasty. I have seen many people clip their toenails. I have seen people shave their faces in that. I have seen people go in there naked and do naked things in there. Yes, same gender. And you would not believe how high the bubbles were after that. And I was told to take a chemical test, and I did not want to put my hand in it. I was like, what I ended up doing was I ended up closing the jacuzzi and like shocking it. So you have like this chlorine pouch. They call it chlorine shock, or no, I think they just call it shock. So I just like tore open the bag of shock and threw it in there. That's all I did. I threw it in there, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with it. And I closed off the jacuzzi. I'm like, it's closed for the next 6 hours. All the old men were mad at me, and like, I don't care. I don't care. You guys are gonna get like syphilis in the eye if you go into that. But now that I shocked it, you're on top of that, you're also gonna get, like a pretty bad skin burn from the like chemical burn. You're gonna get a pretty bad chemical burn. So I don't want you getting rashes and then syphilis on top of that. So we're not doing that today. So jacuzzis are nasty. I'm not going into public jacuzzis anymore. Rant over. I have more horror stories from working at gyms, but I suppose I could hold off on those. Or if you're really interested, I could tell you the juicy ones. Or I could go off on another tangent and talk about how literally every single job I have worked at up until this point in time, I mean, give the current job some time. I'm sure maybe I'll end up dealing with it, but every single job I have worked at, there has been some story about poop. Just so happens that the first like job I ended up getting, it happened on the first day. Lucky me, at least I got it out of the way the first day. And then I got another job at another gym while I was working at the other gym. And like the lifeguards at that gym had to take out the towels, And every freaking time we had to do that, there was someone who decided to use the towels to wipe their butt. And then there was one day where I was just like emptying the buckets and a turd fell out, like a full turd. So someone literally like hunched, like put their bottom on the granite countertop, because there's a hole to put in the towels, the dirty towels. They put their butt over that and like straight up pooped in it. People are nasty, dude. People are nasty. I don't want none of that. And those are the type of people who go into the jacuzzi naked. No thank you. It's a little much. But yeah, I've got stories for days on jobs and unfortunately poop. But I think we'll wrap up stream. I wanted to talk about this s'mores flavor for Dubby. You mix it in milk, and I really want to try it because it looks really good, and I love s'mores. S'mores is like one of the greatest flavors, especially during the summertime. So I will definitely be getting this probably on my next order. In addition to the starter pack, sampler pack, my bad, the sampler pack. I'll probably be getting the sampler pack, and I will do the s'mores flavored tub because that looks really good, and I bet my wife might even enjoy that because she likes chocolate and she absolutely loves milk. Milk. So I will definitely be trying that out. I'm actually really excited about that. So I don't like chocolate and I'm lactose intolerant. I hope you enjoy it though. Yeah, for all of you that are lactose intolerant, I'm sorry. That sucks. But you don't like chocolate either? Like at all? Like the different types of flavor? I would assume you don't like milk chocolate because of the lactose intolerant part. Do they all have like milk in it? White chocolate's like my favorite, but I guess I found out recently that white chocolate has the most amount of sugar, so it is the least healthy. Not that chocolate's terribly healthy, but no, I'm not sure what they did with chocolate up here in Canada, but it tasted horrible for a long time. Huh. Maybe try some Hershey's. Hershey's is pretty good. I like the cookies and cream. And Oreos do not have, contrary to popular belief, they don't have any lactose in them, and they're also gluten-free. How do I know that? I used to be a teacher with kids that had a lot of allergies. Lots of allergies. So many allergies and health conditions. It is crazy. I was in special ed. So that was a hard job. Anyway, I'm going to try the s'mores flavor. I'm sure it's going to be great. I love gluten. To heck with gluten-free. Maybe you'll have to bring that up with Oreo. Like, where's the gluten? I want these cookies just packed with gluten. What kind of chumps don't have gluten in their cookies? That's ridiculous. Oh no, I don't own any balls. That's fine. I'll let him go. So, if I'm not trying to pressure anyone, but if no balls. If you need some energy and you're feeling wild and frisky and you want to try something new, you can try Dubby. And if you want a discount, if you want a discount, or if you want to support me, or if you don't, that's cool too. Oh god, you can use my promo code. It is WBBY.GG/discount/nightlightben NIGHTLITEBEN. Isn't that a mouthful? The link, oh my god, I did it again. The link is right here. So if you want to do it, I also have the link on my Twitch page. So you can look me up at Twitch. Maybe I'll put it on YouTube. I should probably put it probably put it on YouTube. I think I also have it on TikTok. Speaking of discounts, ooh, do I get the art discount again, Darth Neo? Are you gonna give me the discount on your art 5%? No, just because I fucked up. I knew you were from Canada. I knew it. I just suck. My memory's terrible. I've had 4 concussions. I've said some of those stories before, I think. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. It's getting late, so I'm gonna call it. Thank you so much, Darth Neo, for chatting and stuff. I always appreciate your company. It's always phenomenal. I love chatting with you. I hope you're here on Friday when we play Grounded 2 again. But if you're not, that's cool. You're probably playing with friends again, which is also neat. So have a good probably night. Definitely night, because you're in Canada and we have roughly the same time zone. No, we went through the current content, so we're taking a break. Oh, the current content, yeah. Yeah, okay. Gosh, everyone's so fast at getting this game done, and Pandaberry and I are like the snails. You can't break our shells. We're so slow. That's okay. That's okay. We'll get there eventually. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. And we're having fun on the journey, and that's all that matters. And all the friends we make along the way. Thanks again for showing up. This time I'm gonna say goodbye for real. It's been real, Darth Nail. Thank you everybody else for watching. Maybe you'll get there before the full release. Maybe. We'll see. Probably, honestly. Yeah. Have a good night. I'll see you later. Goodbye.